Diffizzle, and in today's video we're going to be using the Empirical Evidence Aggressive Burst sidearm. This sidearm, in my opinion, on mouse and keyboard is probably one of the best sidearms you can be using if you do find yourself having an itch that only a sidearm can fix. In this video we're going to be going over my role and some facts that I've compiled about why I think this is the best sidearm on mouse and keyboard. I hope you all enjoy, and shout out to Multimac and Reap for helping me gather some of the information for this video. I've been using a hand cannon and a shotgun for literally years, and haven't really had a desire to use anything otherwise up until recently, and it has opened my eyes to a whole new world of appreciation for Destiny and the weapons in Destiny. Given that being my situation, I asked around about what would be a good option for me as a mouse and keyboard player in terms of sidearm, and this is what led me to the empirical evidence. Now, to start, my role has arrowhead break for 100 recoil and slightly faster handling. Next is ricochet rounds for increased stability and a slight increase to range. And then perpetual motion enhanced for another increase to stability, handling, and reload. And then finally, Adagio, which completely bumps up the damage profile of this weapon, allowing it to 2-tap at any refill no matter what, pretty much. Unless, you know, you hit 2 bodies. I think it 2 taps to the body at any refill as well. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe so. I believe it's a 2 tap at any refill. And also, it 3 taps to the body without Adagio at 60 refill. So if you're 70 refill, you'll survive, and it has an effective range. My role specifically has an effective range of about 16 meters. And I don't really recommend going any higher than that because it just is unnecessary on sidearms. Sidearms really don't benefit from range that heavily. Especially if you're on mouse and keyboard as well, I'd really recommend building into like stability and handling, and then range being an afterthought personally. Now that we've gone over my role, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using with this, and I'm going to be using Dead Messenger, Peppery Sting, Night Stalker. I'm not going to go too deep into the fragments and all that, as I'm going to be making a build video with this build, and this is more about the empirical evidence, so I'm not too focused on exactly the build I'm using, but mainly just this sidearm. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy. For today's gameplay, oh my god, this is a weird map to get. For today's gameplay, I'm going to be doing something really different that I have not done ever, actually. And I'm going to be using the build that I'm using and the weapon in elimination, as you just heard, instead of control or something like that, because I feel like this build is it's mostly meant for this. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to pop my smoke here to get some intel. I can't really call out to my team right now, unfortunately. I'm going to push out. Get that guy with the dirty. This guy's going to ape. Yep. Gonna be empirical. Obviously going to clean him up real nice. Nothing he can do there. Got him with the dirty. That's round 1 down. I don't suspect that this is going to be a very tough game. Anyway, this is the way that I plan to be using the sidearm personally, so I figured it would be best for me to once again do something similar to Trials. Because I'm not personally going to be using this really outside of Trials, because, I don't know, in Control or anything. The thing, I don't even really play Control or anything outside of Trials for PvP. It's like maybe Survival, but alright, we got a teammate down, so that's not good. I'm gonna back up, because I think this guy's... I am one shot. Radioactive Lambo almost fucking owned me. Jump up here. Get that guy with the dirty. He's 1. There's no way he does not die. Yep. Teammate, there's literally no way you don't win that, teammate. He's shooting his dead body. Good shit. Good shit, man. This, I'm not really getting much use of this sidearm right now, because I feel like my team is definitely better than the opposing team. So I might load up a game of zone control really quick after this. But this is mostly how I'm going to be using the build once again. So not the build, but the sidearm. So I figure it's good for me to use it like this. That's 1. Got him with a dirty. I actually did not think that would kill him. It's definitely a very solid option. I'm not sure how I feel about the inner accuracy so far. Doesn't seem too crazy. Like, I feel like my peace bond might have been better. Yeah, well, yeah, it might have been, because it had extended mag, so that's one thing I forget, is that I had extended mag.
Only 1 enemy remains. Don't let them.
And the 2 guys have left, and this guy's just dancing. What else can he do in this situation? He is absolutely fucked. Yeah, we're definitely going to load up his zone control, even though it's not ideal. It's definitely going to be a better way to show off the weapon itself. But I thought flying elimination would be a good idea. I was wrong. This game has gone too fast. Obviously in Trials is a different story, but... Alright, well, we'll load up Control now. Zone Control. Try that out. It will be a lot more long-winded game. Those games usually go to time, but you know, obviously first game, very good. I mean, I could have honestly maybe been using anything there and been fine, but definitely performed very well, did its job quite well. In the scenarios where I needed it to, it is a gun that does shoot people, so. I mean, mostly the way that I'm using it, it's just a cleanup weapon, which is why I've kind of went for the higher handling role. I had corkscrew rifling originally, but it made the range like 16.2 instead of 16 flat, so I decided to go for arrowhead brake for the 100 recoil direction and the better handling, ultimately, because I feel like, especially with the way that I'm using it with the dirty, I need to be able to pull out the dirty, or I need to be able to pull out my primary weapon after I've hit someone with the dirty, and this is actually, I think, the highest handling sidearm I've had. I had a sidearm that had 50, but you have to remember with perpetual motion, which does proc while I don't have it equipped, it increases the handling by 15%, or not 15%, but 15, so instead of 46, you know, it's 15 higher. All right, we got Fortress. I don't believe this is too good of a map for this build, but I'm going to try my best to make it work, given the circumstances. Like I said, for 6s, this build is definitely not ideal because this build is more dependent on the abilities, and it's very hard for me to have my abilities up frequently enough to deal with 6 players, where in a game type where I kill them once and they're dead until they get revived, it's a lot different. Yeah, okay, so that, I'm one shot already. That guy with the dirty, I'm gonna push here. Take him out. This guy's watching with a scout background. I'm gonna throw a nade on that back wall. That green. I think we have several guys pushing B here. Yeah, I'm gonna back off of B, actually. Wall hacks and kind of evaluate the situation. Okay, this guy is definitely dead here. He's gonna jump down for the special. Come out. Load the weapon.
Zone B. They have advantage.
It's kind of dangerous. I'm gonna back off. I die rotating here. No, we're good. I need to get out of this area though. It's one thing with this build, once again, like in this scenario or this game type where it's like, you know, longer range weapons are being used the big majority of the time. Not too good, but the Trials where it's more close quarters, this goes crazy. Even like now, it's definitely not bad, but it's not its best scenario. Hit that guy with the dirty. I'm out of dirty right now, which is not ideal. Gonna head right. Oh, there's more green here for me. Love that. Go invis again. Gonna head towards C and just dive on whoever's here. Guy did not stand a chance. He also had heavy ammo. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna use my heavy. Mistake. Ooh, that guy peeked. Instead of capping the zone, that was a good play to get a kill on me, but he's not going to cap that zone, I don't think, because my team is going to be able to kill him in time? I guess not. These two guys were just not able to kill him for some reason. I ape this guy in the tunnel. I'm weak. That guy out. These guys have got to not enjoy that I'm doing what I'm doing. Guys in a rift. Go smoke bomb down. Get eyes on where the other players are at. This one guy has linear in front of me. I'm almost able to kill that guy from that far, but unfortunately I was not. I was getting team shot. I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I think we're fine. Pick him out. This other guy's going to be in mid. I believe he's just running. That's one thing I got to remember. Adagio also does decrease the fire rate of the weapon, so. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, I have one. Oh, wow. Alright, I didn't expect him to pull out a sidearm. I thought he'd jump in the air with a scout. Yeah, they are not enjoying this at all. Backing out. Can't take it. It's funny, too, because this is not even a good map for what I'm doing. But it's working out. I think typically you're gonna... When you do see someone using this sidearm, or just sidearms in general, it's going to usually be in combination with a sniper a lot of the time. A big majority of the time, it's not going to be this. It might start being this, but typically it's not with a GL, so I haven't really seen anyone use it with a GL. Just like some unholy amalgamation that I've not really came up with, but I just don't typically see people using this. Just tether there, I didn't think that guy was gonna die.
You have zone advantage.
Guy in this tunnel, he's definitely dead.
Zone C lost.
Head towards C. I'm about to close to my smoke. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to throw knives at me. Throw smoke down. That guy with the dirty. Shoot the fuck out of this. Break that. They can see me now though, so.
A strong start. Fight on. Zone C captured.
Pretty sure they still have wall hacks on me. That's good job, Kobe beef. Run right. Gotta close the gap here. Guys in a rift. Come out.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage.
See a guy over here yet?
That's
Almost three bursted him. Chemical war took him out. God, I am dead. It's once again, this map and game type is not ideal for what I'm using currently, because it's very much about closing the gap. And this is a very big map. Makes it very hard to close the gap.
Enemy has advantage.
And kind of also being not seen as well, because obviously I use my Kepris. Oh, my melee whiffed. They whiffed twice, unlucky. And then my teammate just doesn't shoot him. Well, I should have just shot the guy, honestly. That's I like one melee whiff, yeah, sure. I feel you. It happens. But two in a row on a guy that is having both of his melees register and none of mine are, that's very usually not likely. Like usually the times that it happens twice in a row, I feel like it's pretty rare, but that's just my luck or karma. As I'm sure some individuals in the comment section will say.
3 minutes.
It's got to get closer to me. Someone to my right, I'm not entirely sure. I thought there was a guy in this corner. Where'd he go? One shot.
You have advantage.
That's right. We're in C. I'm just gonna jump at this guy because I have Adagio. That was a 3-tap. I think I was getting shot by 2 people there as well, so head towards A. Try to stop them from getting this. About to have my smoke, so I'll have wall hacks in a second.
Zone A lost. They have advantage. Double down.
Take both those guys out. Hitting something is, I don't know if it was a third person or what that was, but kill him as well. I'm about to have my tether. Heavy.
Nice. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Ah. The worst super and one of the worst supers in the game.
Captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost.
I had wall hacks, still couldn't hit that guy. That guy just annihilated me with that. Holy fuck. I was kind of weak though, so we are obviously going to win. I'd be very surprised if we don't. Well, we actually could still lose. I cover my teammates over here. That guy's got... Okay, yeah, I thought... I don't know what I thought just happened there. That was weird. Get him with the sidearm. Got like no headshots there. Kill that guy as well. Head over to the right. I think they're going to be spawning. They're spawning over by B. Try to get another dirty sidearm kill here.
1 minute. You have this. You have advanced. A victory well executed.
Oh boy, just owning him with it. Anyway, we'll make that the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this sidearm, if you've used it before or have an opinion on it. I think it's probably the best sidearm right now on mouse and keyboard, honestly. If you enjoyed videos like this and want more as well, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening with me and the YouTube content and just all my content in general, please make sure to go follow me on Twitter at Diffizzle. And if you want more content from me, I also stream pretty much every day on Twitch at just Diffizzle on Twitch. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.